Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, Virtual Vicarious Learning. And before I get started, I want to share that I am nervous and excited at the same time. This is going to be my very first video for my YouTube channel. So let me get started and share a little about myself. I have been in education for many years. Last year was so unimaginable. The shutdown. I am a brick and mortar teacher. So when I had to be moved to a virtual learning environment, I was so afraid. Not only did I have a lot of questions that could not really be answered, but I was not really sure if I could deliver. So I went from a brick mortar teacher with 30 students in a classroom to a virtual teacher with 30 students plus. And the plus could be a car ride, the neighbors, the grocery store, vacations, etc. I never knew who my audience would be. However, I learned to embrace my virtual audience and I learned to embrace virtual teaching. Welcome to my YouTube channel. What is virtual vicarious learning? VVL is you and me using Google and PowerPoint slides to deliver engaging and fun lessons. Also, these slides allow students the opportunity to use critical thinking skills and also to dig deeper in understanding the content that is being taught. It also gives students indirect experiences with characters or historical figures. Students can use their imagination as they're watching and they're listening to the characters on the slides share their experiences, and the students can vicariously be there with them with the slides that are created. Built for success. During the shutdown, my biggest concerns were my struggling students, my ELL students, my SPED students, and at-risk students. We were no longer in a brick mortar learning environment. They were all virtual. They were not there for me to ask them to remain on task, refocus them, to really pull them for small groups, to ensure that my students were receiving the IEP plans, the 504 plans, to make sure that my at-risk students were getting all the support systems that they needed. Students that were 2 to 3 levels, maybe more, reading below their grade levels, all those things played a major part to why I decided to create VVL. The slides are animated, they're interactive, and they're engaging and colorful. So this was the idea of capturing these students to make sure that they got the curriculum taught to them as they would as much as possible if they were inside a brick and mortar classroom. I unpacked the teaks and the Common Core, and what I've done is I unpacked it with what the action part would look like. What would you look for as a teacher if you had to teach a certain teak or a certain Common Core? So these slides were designed for you to pick and pull what you need or use them all as needed. But the slides were to ensure all students were met digitally without brick and mortar. And this is how we were birthed. Whether it's online, virtual, hybrid, face-to-face, VVL, Google, and PowerPoint slides is designed to allow teachers to teach in real time, as well as allowing for discussion and clarification to best meet the needs of students instructionally. VVL aim is for you to grow your student, to have your students to meet or have your students to pass their state assessment. Please subscribe and thank you for watching my channel.